The government's monthly meeting held in Vientiane from March 20th to 21st has approved in principle the draft Prime Ministerial Order on the implementation of the decree related to savings and non-extravagance. Chaired by Prime Minister Thongsing Thammavong and attended by other cabinet members, the meeting approved in principle a draft national plan of action on the prevention of violence against women and children for the period from 2014 to 2020. The move aims to create a society that ensures gender equality and is free of all forms of violence against women and children. Violence against women and children is one of the barriers to achieving the Millennium Development Goals (MDGs), in particular Goal number 3 on gender equality and the empowerment of women. Women and children also face great risks in terms of their health and access to education. In addition, the government also heard a report related to communicable diseases in Laos and countries in the region, including H9N9, H5N1, and dengue fever. The meeting advised the Ministry of Health to draft a Prime Ministerial Order to encourage all sectors of society to join forces in tackling the source of dengue and preventing the fever from occurring. The meeting also approved the draft agreement of the government on the proportion of national reserves. The move aims to enforce the decree on national reserves and ensure the implementation of the decree is harmonized at both the central and local levels, responding to the needs of disaster relief and recovery. Concerning the draft decree related to cinema, the government approved in principle the ruling which aims to determine the principles and measures to manage and inspect activities related to the cinema industry. Moreover, the government discussed the outcome of research related to the monthly salary and allowance for officials before discussing other legislation. The meeting asked other relevant sectors to continue to improve the above legislation based on the recommendations from the government meeting, aiming to ensure that all legislation is comprehensive and easier to implement. Prime Minister Thongsing Thammavong called for cabinet members for work responsibly on the issues agreed at the meeting and plans to be carried out in April. One of the most important things the Prime Minister emphasized was to ensure that revenue collection reaches the target plan so that the government can pay salaries on time. The Prime Minister also advised the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry to push for more commercial production in the dry season and asked the relevant sectors to address the bird flu cases found in Sayabuli province. The Premier also asked the relevant sectors to address the migration issues of people in Saisumbun and Walikamsai provinces. It is highlighted that the draft Prime Ministerial Order on the implementation of the decree related to savings and non-extravagance comes amidst the current budgetary tensions, with the government aiming to ensure that the entire budget is used effectively to further boost the country's development and poverty reduction efforts. The Prime Minister's order aimed to clarify the content of the decree, which has already been promulgated. With clearer explanation, it will be easier for authorities to enforce the decree.